And welcome back to Body Beautiful. I'm Janelle Marie. With us today, we have plastic surgeon Dr. Joseph Mealy talking about all sorts of topics. So let's talk about the Brazilian butt lift. Very popular. And is it from Brazil? Everybody wants to know.
It is from Brazil.
Why? I mean, is that why?
Famous Brazilian plastic surgeon was really the one who made it popular, figured out how to do it safely and effectively. And, and it was more the ideal Brazilian body, was sort of smaller breasts, larger butt. Different than the U.S.
The Kardashian thing going on, right?
Kind of, not so extreme, but yes.
All right, so picture number one, how do you do a Brazilian butt lift? What's going on here?
So essentially what we're doing is we're moving fat from where we don't want it to where we would like to have it. Often you'll have sort of a flatter butt, but if we've got a little extra stuff in the front or in the side, or a real common place is to have extra fat above the buttocks, we'll take that away.
Like that.
And
so the muffin top goes into the butt.
Exactly, and before we had the idea of using the fat to graft, that's all we would do. We would just sculpt everything down with liposuction. But now we can also take that fat, prepare it, and then inject it into the buttocks.
We got an email here from Diane, Discovery Bay. She wants to know, I mean, you were talking about it, but do you ever use implants?
Personally, I do not. I do not like the way they look. I've seen like 1 in 100 looks nice, and the rest
I've seen those horror stories on the
They tend
internet.
to go a little high. The nice thing about fat is you can put it where you need it. So if someone's full in the middle but flat on the outside, you can just fill the outside. If they want the hips a little wider, you can go a little bit wider. If you want more projection, you can add projection. So it gives you a lot of flexibility.
Picture number two, and your fat's going to pretty much stay with your own body because it likes your body. It's got the blood source going on,
It's your fat, so it's programmed from wherever it came from. So if you gain weight and it came from your belly and your belly gets bigger, your booty will get bigger.
Booty will get a little bigger. I like that. Picture two.
People do seem to like that. So in this case, I've combined it with a tummy tuck.
Oh, okay.
So that wasn't just liposuction.
And
full disclosure, it wasn't just liposuction to make your tummy flatter. I've removed some skin too. But the nice thing is I can remove as much fat as I want from that area.
That's fantastic.
In most cases, we're trying to make the area we're taking the fat from still look good. So you don't want to take all the fat out. You want to keep a nice contour.
Keep a little bit.
But here I can combine it. It's a little harder on recovery.
It is.
Because with tummy tucks, usually you're laying on your back. Can't really lay right on your grafts because they won't take as well. So you're kind of stuck more going from side to side.
So normal recovery on a BBL is what? If you don't get other procedures?
Usually I have them sleep on their stomach for several weeks, try and prevent, or the side to try and prevent the compression. It takes about a week or two for the fat cells to get their blood supply and stay.
Yeah, because you want those to stay.
If you're sitting on it too much at the beginning, it's going to be flat.
Gotcha.
And if you just sit on one side, you're going to have one side that's flat, which is probably worse.
And picture number three, who's a good candidate too? Because you're talking about fat, so you have to have fat.
Exactly. And this case is a little bit of a challenge because she's not
she doesn't have a lot there.
So she did have some extra fat in the upper part of the abdomen, which is not the most common place for people to store fat. And for that reason, she really didn't like it. So we can take that away. I've also kind of sculpted out above the buttocks to make the waist a little smaller. And you know, the more you make that go in, the rounder the butt looks. And then below, where the fat was below, I've carved a little bit out of there, and also just to extend that curve, which gives the illusion that the butt's larger.
And so by sculpting, do you mean liposuction? Because if you think Brazilian butt lift, you think, oh, there's going to be scars all over the place, they're going to lift everything, but you don't do that, right?
The scars are like 3/8 of an inch. There's usually sort of one in the middle, one at the top on each side, one on the bottom each side.
It's not bad.
It's much safer to inject from the top. There have been some bad outcomes from Brazilian butt lifts where people have put the fat in the wrong place. So if you're coming from the top, it's much safer. And if you stay between the muscle and the skin, which is what the American Society of Plastic Surgeons recommends, much safer then. Less likely of having trouble, and it's as safe as any of the other things we do. Very
natural after photos. I love it. Final picture. We only have 30 seconds, so can you believe it's going fast?
It goes so fast. So here you can see the curve on the far side from her back to her buttocks. We've kind of totally reshaped that.
I love that.
You can't really see the curve of the butt because of the big black square there. But I have the picture on my website if someone wants to see that. It's more impressive because she was kind of flatter from front to back, and now it's rounded out.
You got a little. You got rid of the muffin top, and you kind of just made it a heart-shaped bottom there.
Exactly.
It's beautiful. I mean, the after pictures are very natural and gorgeous. So there you go, Brazilian butt lifts. If you want more information, call the doctor at 925-943-6353. Go on the web to see all the before and after photos, drmealy.com, sanfranciscobreast.com. We'll be back.